Hello, welcome, YouTube people. I am Jess, I am the Lightheart Alchemist, and today we are talking alchemy. Alchemy is the purification of the soul. I'm sure there are other definitions, but that's the one I like. Yeah, when you go through life, childhood stuff, you know, you have your core being, who you are, but as stuff happens to you, you develop coping mechanisms, toxic behaviors, stuff like that. So alchemy is just kind of like refining the soul, getting rid of all that extra shit that the world has burdened you with and it's fucking up your life. So yeah, alchemy, here we go. Alchemy is an internal process. There isn't an external alchemy as far as I'm concerned. Deciding to change the way you look on the outside, the way people perceive you, that to me is kind of the antithesis of alchemy. The divine alchemy of self is an internal process. Things that happen inside can express themselves outwardly eventually. Stuff like, discipline. You decide you value yourself, you value your body, you want to start taking care of yourself. That breeds the discipline to get you to the gym consistently. And eventually your external will start to express your internal drives. But it's internal. Also, trans people, if you go undergo any sort of transition publicly or whatever, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of internal alchemy to get to a point of, I know this is going to, probably upend my life to start transition, but authenticity, that's the value, that's the important bit. Stuff like, oh, I'm gonna get my hair cut, like that doesn't take a lot of work inside to get to a point of, I'm gonna cut my hair. Maybe a teeny tiny bit if you're gonna dye your hair a crazy color, just because that will affect your life. You become more salient, people look at you. But the alchemy that we're talking about here is not something that can easily be perceived from the outside. Anybody who isn't in your circle probably isn't going to be able to tell that you've done anything, because this is the alchemy of interaction. You change your behaviors, your habits, and it changes the way you show up and interact with people. Okay, purification of the soul. So today is about life lessons. Alchemy is about your perception being, yes, this might be happening to me, but it is also happening for me. There is value in all experiences, the good and the bad. So I am really into tarot right now, so I'm tying everything into tarot. The Fool. It's the first card of the Major Arcana, and the Fool talks about a leap of faith. You can see he's kind of stepping off of this cliff here. He doesn't really see where he's going, but this is about stepping into the unknown. And these are, in my opinion, these are the moments that you choose for yourself. When you want to better your situation, you want to move to a new place, you want to apply for a job, ask that person out, you gotta take a leap of faith and step into the unknown and accept that you don't know what's gonna happen. To me, these are the good times, when you decide, I'm doing this to improve my situation. I'm really into dualities right now. So we've also got the Tower. You can see people falling. This is kind of a forced leap of faith, right? This is your foundation crumbling. This is a change in perception, and awakening. These are the leaps of faith that you are forced to take by life. Loss of a parent, your house burning, your tower burning down, stuff like that. Things that force you to force you into the unknown, basically. And alchemy is about seeing the value in both. You know, once upon a time, you might have been a victim of something, but it's your decision if you want to continue identifying as a victim. That's on you. Anyway, what can you learn from these experiences? You know, what can you learn about the cycle of being a human? What can you learn about people? What can you learn about yourself? That one is especially important. Anytime you're learning about yourself, that is good stuff. That is the stuff of dreams. So, it's important. Yeah. Lifetimes. I'm sure everybody knows who Madonna is. She's reinvented herself a bunch. I feel like I've done the same. Whether or not you believe in samsara and, you know, reincarnation and all that, within your one life that we know of, you will have many lifetimes. You will, you know, look back on 10 years ago and be like, man, who was that person? Like, I never would have even done that. Like, I don't know. Thinking about things that you did that you're like, oh, I would never do that now. Or things that you do now that you never would have done back then. It's exciting. So, yeah, alchemy is about reinventing yourself and being okay with that. You don't owe anybody else anything in regards to who you are. I don't mean like jobs or whatever, but like if you're doing things that you feel like you don't align with anymore, that's okay to stop doing them. Even if it's like stuff that you do with your friends. You are not obligated to remain the same person throughout your entire life. In fact, if you do without any change, that's kind of sad. So we're here to grow. We gotta grow. We gotta learn stuff. Blah, blah, blah. What can you learn? I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm watching one of my readers, Allison. She was talking about, you know, we're painting the roses red, which is like, you know, when you try to make people think that you are healing, that you're trying to change the way people perceive you, and that's not alchemy, because alchemy, you do enough of it and you stop worrying about how others perceive you. So that's a part of it. That's a part of it in there. Painting the roses red. Allison was saying, you know, the roses are still white. You're just changing what they look like. The work hasn't been done. She said something about like you're rearranging the deck furniture on the Titanic, but it's still going down. You don't want to look for shortcuts. You want to look into the hard stuff. Stop hating your past. See the value in all of your past. And yeah, the easy thing is to do nothing, to not change. And I'd argue that that will be harder down the road because your interactions with people won't change. They might be healing or something, but the easy thing to do is nothing, is to use your history as a justification for treating people like shit. So, I don't know, man. Alchemize, transmute, and come into the fold or something. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. You guys have a good day. Be good and be good at it. And I will see you for the next one.